If you're partly or wholly at fault, and those are two entirely different scenarios, but if you're partly at fault, and you can admit I'm partly at fault for doing something, one, don't admit that at the scene of the crash. But call an advocate, call Law Tigers. Let us look at the facts of the case. Because oftentimes we can still make a recovery depending on where we can get your percentage of fault nailed down. Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40 on the other person? Is it, what percentage of fault belongs to you? And that's one thing that we can help insurance adjusters, defense attorneys, that kind of stuff figure that out. So that maybe if you're partly at fault, you can recover something. Now, it may not be 100% of your damages, but at least there will be something there, and you're going to need an advocate in your corner to do that. If you're wholly at fault, and this is one of those situations where I can't take the case. If you're wholly at fault, whether it's a single vehicle crash or you blew a stop sign or whatever it is, if you're wholly at fault for the crash, there's nothing that you can do to recover damages for your injuries. Hopefully you have some form of health insurance, which should pay the bills, the medical bills, except for your deductibles and your co-pays. And hopefully you have like a collision or comprehensive coverage on your bike so that the bike damage can be taken care of. But in the event that you're 100% at fault or wholly at fault or majority at fault in the crash, there's no other party from whom to get damages. And so even your uninsured, underinsured coverage will not cover you in that circumstance. And so that's an example of a case that Law Tigers can't take. There's no avenue of recovery. We wouldn't be able to confer a benefit on you if you were at fault for the crash. And the only time I take a case, the only time Law Tigers takes a case is if we can do something for the person who's calling us. And if we can't take the case, unfortunately. So if you are involved in a motorcycle crash, whether it's 100% the other person's fault or you think you're partially at fault, regardless of the circumstances, call Law Tigers. Let us get involved. Let us see if there's anything that we can do to help you, because this is all we do. I don't do any other case. Law Tigers doesn't do any other case but motorcycle crash cases. We know them inside and out. We've been doing them for years and years, and we want to take care of you and your family and the motorcycling community.